We were on the scene on Landsmill Drive back in January when police tried to serve a warrant to a man who they say opened fire at them, causing them to fire back 47 times. As Brent Solomon explains tonight, the chief is defending his officers' actions.
Our officers don't get paid to die.
Chief Jeffrey Katz on the defense as he details what happened when two of his officers showed up to a mobile home on Landsmill Drive back in January. He says a man named Jeffrey Kite was stalking a woman, prompting police to come to his home to serve a warrant.
They saw Mr. Kite, he saw them, he ran into his trailer and barricaded himself inside the trailer.
They tried to get him to come out, officers deploying robots into the home, drones, and even gas. But Katz stood his ground. Some 8 hours later, officers forcing their way inside. That's where they found Kite hiding under a wooden bed. The chief says the man fired 2 shots at his officers. Police fired back, taking his life.
And unfortunately, that's an outcome that we didn't want, but frankly, Mr. Kite chose. It's a reasonable expectation to believe that if you fire on police officers, we will fire back.
The 2 officers who responded were placed on leave per protocol. They've been cleared and are now back on the job. Here's the chief's message to anyone who questions whether the officers did the right thing.
I'd say get off your recliner and join a police department. Put yourself in a position where you have to put yourself in harm's way for someone else. The reality is the men and women of this profession come to work every day in an effort to do good for others. We do not come into this profession with the intention of ever having to take a human life, although we understand that it could happen and it could happen to us.
On your side, Brent Solomon, NBC 12.
Police say a Chesterfield woman is facing felony charges because she purchased the gun and allowed Kite to use it even though he was a convicted felon.